Right. So the Black Stars of Ghana were indeed last in our group. That is Group F of the Afcon 2025 qualifiers. Now, if you don't know the makeup of the group, as in the countries making up the group, you may make a mistake to think that maybe we're a group with Algeria, Morocco, Nigeria, Cameroon. No. In our group, it was Ghana, Angola, Sudan, and Niger. And surprisingly and disappointingly, Ghana were last in the group. I mean, last. Ghana played 6 games, lost 3, and drew 2. So, out of the 6 games that we played, we lost 3 games and we drew 2. And then we didn't even win. There was no win. So, see, this is a game that, or in a group that we lost to Angola at home, we drew with Niger away, we drew with Sudan at home, and then we lost to Sudan away. Then we lost at home to Niger and drew away with Angola. That is how the group panned out. And this is surprising and disappointing that we played 6 games and then we walked away with 3 points. 3 points from 6 games. That is the Black Stars for you. So Ghana is out. And if you remember, the last time we missed the African Cup of Nations was Tunisia 2004. So right after Tunisia 2004, there was Egypt 2006, Ghana 2008, Angola 2010, there was 2012, there was 2013, 2015, 17, and then 19. Then the last two, 2021, and then 2023. We've been regular in all these tournaments. Unfortunately, it has been disastrous this time around. And if you look at our group and you look at the fact that Ghana is the highly rated team in that group, in terms of the teams in our group, the countries in that group, Ghana was expected to be first. Then between Angola, Sudan, one of them would be second. But here we are, Black Stars were last in the group. And to focus on today's game, the coach started with a 3-back system. Something I have said that Otto Addo himself does not understand. He doesn't understand what it means. He's just heard and seen people play 3-back and he decides to play 3-back. So he started with goalkeeper Manaf Nuruddin. And then on the right side, he played Kingsley Schindler. Very, very ineffective on the right side. On the left side was Isaac Afo of Samatex 1996. Then the 3 centre backs, he had Terry Iyegbe, we had Nathaniel Eji, and then there was Razak Simpson of Nations FC. You go to the middle where he played 2 pivots, and the pivots he had what was his name? That guy who played for Atlanta, Bergamo, Suleimana. And then today, this guy, a lot of people were not identifying him, Francis Abu, because he's always wearing that bushy hair. This time, I think he had plaited his hair, that cornrow style, so a lot of people could not make him out. But that was Abu Francis. Then up front, there was Ranford Yabwa Kenisdorfer, Kudus Mohamed, and then there was Ernest Apia Nyama. Clearly, the coach doesn't know what he was doing, because if you had Jerry Afiye as the only striker in the team, there was only one striker in the team. That striker is Jerry Afiye. If you don't trust him, you don't call him, because Jordan Pierre-Ayew had withdrawn from this game. Remember, we didn't get Antoine Semenyo. We didn't get, what's the name? Inaki Williams. And then we did not even invite Brandon Thomas Asante. So it was only Jordan Ayew who was the number 9. Jordan withdrew from the game and went back to England on Sunday. So there was only Jerry Afiye who had been called to the team. But the coach decided to play Ranford Yabwa Kenisdorfer. As if that disaster was not enough. What he did was to take out one of the centre backs in Nathaniel Eji, because he doesn't understand the 3-back system. He was just doing anything. He was just trying something. He took out Nathaniel Eji and brought in the short Osman Bukari to now lead the attack. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That the coach decided that Ghana's attack is led by Osman Bukari. Clearly, Osman Bukari, if you know him, he's not a number 9. He's a winger, typical left winger or right winger. He functions at any side of the wings that you place him. But for the coach to have surprisingly decided to play him as the lead striker and push Ranford Yeboah on the wings, on the flanks, clearly tells you that Coach Otado is clueless and didn't know what he was doing in this particular game. So the first and second goals, or the two goals from Niger, for me, I'll put the blame at the doorstep of the goalkeeper. I don't understand why a goalkeeper decides to be stuck on his line when the ball is floated. Look at the opposition goalkeeper. Anytime Ghana had a corner kick or any infringement close to their 18-yard box, the first thing the goalkeeper did was that anytime we float in the ball, he'll be the first to come out. There was one occasion that he came out to punch a corner kick. He went to the other side. Another cross was delivered. Even though he did not get access to the ball because he was impeded, the referee gave him that foul. But our goalkeeper, in the first instance, decided to stay stuck on his line. The ball was headed in. Then, after we have equalized, we're trying to find the winner or the lead. We're trying to find it. Then they had another opportunity. Ball was floated in, another header, and we're out of it. Surprisingly, we had a penalty kick, and the captain, standing captain, Kudus Mohammed, who has lost almost everything that guides him. Kudus is really suffering. At club side, he's suffering. He had a fight, smacked down, took down 3 players, was given 2 extra match ban, and that is, it became 5 matches in all. So he was 5 matches ban, and I think he's still serving that 5 matches ban. So at club side, he's been inactive. At national team level, being the captain of the team, we expected that Kudus would do something. It doesn't work. There was a penalty, and Kudus could not convert the penalty. He could not convert the penalty, and that was the last kick of the game. When the goalkeeper saved that penalty, Kudus was down and out. Surprisingly, Kudus, at this level, you don't do this. You see, you are a big boy. You play for West Ham. A lot of talks around transfers around you, Arsenal, Liverpool, and all of that. Such performance wouldn't let those teams pay huge monies to take you from West Ham. You know this, and I don't know why you, being a senior player and wearing the captain's armband, you were down with him before he took the kick. Sometimes, even though you are the penalty taker, you could have allowed somebody, when you know things are not working for you, when you know that pressure is on you, you could have allowed somebody to take the kick, so that even if the person had taken the kick and the person doesn't score, your name would be saved in this on this occasion. But here we are, Kudus Mohammed could not convert that penalty kick, and so it became a 2-1 defeat. So Ghana suffered 2 defeats at home in these qualifiers. Angola, the Palancras Negras, defeated us 1-0 at the Baba Nyara Sports Stadium. Then we lost to Sudan at the Benghazi Matthias Stadium. And then we lost again at home to Niger. See, Niger is ranked 131st, 131, 131. That is the ranking of Niger. And they beat the Black Stars of Ghana at home. Angola beat the Black Stars of Ghana at home. This is disastrous, to say the least. And the FA president, Keto Kreku, after that is unnecessary, uninformed, very, very unfortunate rant. When the players had their breakfast meeting before we played Sudan in Ghana, he was ranting and making noise. I told you that nothing will backfire. This is the results of what we have done over the years. Very, very unfortunate that this is how the Black Stars is, this is where the Black Stars is heading towards. It is just unfortunate.